Okay, part 3, and I was just saying how I've only done the first 6 days of the watercolor class, and I already feel like it's definitely worth my money just with the first 6 days. Like, all of my coloring I do with watercolors, it's my favorite way of coloring stamps and everything else, and I thought I was quite confident in it. But the amount of extra interesting techniques that I hadn't been aware of, and how to create really awesome backgrounds and color washes and all sorts of things, really impressed with this class. And these were, like, Jennifer McGuire reviewed these on her blog and not through the class, so if you want to check out a video of these, you can go to her blog, and I think it's just called like Watercolor Review or something like that. But both Jennifer McGuire and when I did my fascinating class back in like February, both of the Andrea from that class, they both she ranked these watercolors as her favorite watercolors as well, and I was intending to get them, but it wasn't a high priority until like this watercolor class and the review from Jennifer McGuire. I'm like, yes, actually I need to make this a priority and get these. So they came really pretty, like they were packaged in this gorgeous vintage paper, all bound up. It was so elegant and pretty, and I don't know, I just like those sorts of little touches and everything else. And apparently this watercolor, like, it doesn't come in like tubs or, you know, anything else. It's just this sheet of paper, and the ink is on this side of the paper, and on the back side is like not a true representation of the color, but, you know, a close match. And most people say to do color swatches and stuff like that, so you know the actual color. So I'll do up like a palette book or something like that in future. But there's like their original set of colors, and this is like 100-year-plus-year-old company, and they still make everything the exact same way. So I just love it, as far as like the very fact that this company still uses the same fonts and everything. It hasn't updated their packaging. It's very vintage, and I just really like that. And apparently these are meant to be like the original watercolors for coloring, you know, photos and slides and stuff. So they've got the original pack, and then you also have the bonus pack of, I think there's 40 colors in this one, like extra colors. So it's like they're all 6 inches by 2 inches, and from, you know, Andrea, she just cut like little 1-inch squares and just use 1-inch square, and then she'll replace it. So you've got like 12 squares. So she, like, unless it's your favorite color, you probably won't have to replace anything. And I know if you go to their website from Peerless, you can buy them singly as well. So anyway, everything was like, I was super impressed with their website as well. Like, it's kind of old-fashioned and not, you know, fabulous web design or anything like that. But they've only got like $10 shipping to online, like international shipping. So $10 is super cheap. I was just like, you know, just set rate, didn't matter how much I ordered, it was flat rate $10. So I'm like, yes, I'm ordering through you. Because like Simon Says Stamp does have these now. They have this pack here, which is the big pack, which is their original set. But this bonus pack, they've only got like the 2-inch by 2-inch size, not the 6 by 2s. And it was just better value for me. And when I ordered this, they didn't actually have it at Simon Says Stamp yet either. But I know I love watercolors, so I'm gonna get the full ones anyway, and then I'm set. And to think that you have 60-some colors, and that's how much space they'll take me. And once I like chop them up into little sections and then put them in like a little palette book sort of thing, so I can just, you know, grab the one book and have little 1-inch cubes of every color, it will be even less space. So very excited to play with these, and I'm just gonna keep this little packaging. It's just so pretty. It's so cute the way they've, you know, sent it. So, and it was super quick shipping too. It was literally under 2 weeks, and I had it at my door from the US to Australia. So that is really good shipping times. Even probably a bit better. It was probably only like 10 days, to be honest. Like 10 business. Oh, yeah, about 2 weeks. Okay, so yesterday was a very happy day for me, because not only did this package come in, but my Simon Says Stamp order came in. Oh, I was all smiles when I came home from work. It's been very busy at work, and coming home with just, you know, thinking too much is what I say. So you come home with headaches from thinking too much. And it was so nice that this was waiting for me at the front door, and my husband had it sitting like at the front door, just inside. So there's no way I could miss that a parcel had come. So it's only like a smaller order. It's not my huge one. but they had that 20% off sale, and for Mother's Day weekend, and like I only saw it on the Sunday, so I was spewing because everything on my wish list was like 90% of it was out of stock, or I would have put a huge order in. But as it was, I ended up getting just a smaller order because, and the 20% really just covered exchange and the shipping on 150, like just under $150 order that I put in. So, I mean, at least I'm getting it free shipping and no exchange rate, so that was good. But if I'd, you know, if there had been enough stock in there for the $350 order, I would have had like the 20% off, no shipping, and it would have covered, like, would have got a huge discount. Plus, I only need like 8% of that 20% to cover the exchange rate. So, but anyway, I saw it on the last day and there just wasn't enough stuff for me to get. But I am super, super excited with what I do have here. So, okay, I'll start with whatever's on top. So this is my very first Simon Says stamp ink, actually, and it is the fog color, and it is super, super light gray. And apparently these are very similar to your Hero Arts shadow inks as far as like how they, you know, stamp and everything else onto your papers and stuff. But what really drew me to this one was the color and the very, very light gray color, and it looked like I seen some baby cards done with it and a lot of like graphic-y, like flowery type cards as well. It just seems to look good on any type of card, and I'm like, oh, that's a really nice color. I wouldn't mind having that color for a nice background, you know, background-y kind of sort of thing. Won't, you know, overpower anything. And I thought, oh, yes, I really want this color. So I got this. Oh, I should also show you that these ones, they're a bit smaller than the normal ink pad, just so you know, seeing as you can compare. Okay, so this one's actually super funny because I thought it was a die. Like on their website, the picture, like this like image, like the icon here, looked exactly like their die icons. And I didn't really read the description well enough because the description actually says Hello Line Stencil, but I just saw